Every year in Jackson, Mississippi, the Mississippi Museum of Natural Science hosts the Fossil Roadshow, a place where professional and hobby paleontologists alike can visit to show off their finds and have their fossils identified by professionals. In this video, I am touring the Fossil Roadshow and showing off exhibits as well as interviewing some of the paleontologists at the event. I hope you guys enjoy. So, starting off, we have Chase and Vivian's table. Can you do it less awkwardly, please? Anyways, y'all remember them from my previous video down in South Alabama. And Chase, tell us a little bit about what we got going on here.
So I'm here to identify shark teeth for old Georgie Poo over there.
Yep.
Who's very busy. And so this is the Fossil Roadshow. It's akin to like the Antique Roadshow that your mom or grandma, probably not you, the viewer, has seen on TV. You probably have. I don't know. We'll see. But people bring in antiques and that, and they get appraised and whatever. But for this, people bring fossils in for us, and we identify them. And if they're significant, we encourage them to donate them to the museum, the Mississippi Museum of Natural Science. And so I brought in a couple things. These were given to me by a mine worker at the same mine that we were at.
Yep.
And these will be donated today to the museum. But we identify stuff, and we have all these nice little educational displays just to entertain the people, and we give away free shark teeth and the whole 9 yards.
Nice. I see you got some great whites here.
From Chile, that's Astalis, and then great white from Australia.
Yes. Gotcha.
And you got Alabama Classics, Alabama early Ototus, and then you've got Alabama Auriculatus from South Alabama again. And then you got Megalodon, not in fact from Alabama.
Yep.
But
Yep. And for the viewers who don't know, Megalodon has never been found in the state of Alabama.
there's been rumors, but I've never seen them.
Yeah, rumors, but never seen them officially found. But we have a lot of relatives, like the Auriculatus right here. So.
And then I brought my little baby Megalodon. Little very, very back of the jaw.
I wouldn't even recognize that as a Megalodon.
It's like a blob.
It's like, yeah, pretty much. Nice. There you go. I don't know how to just, there.
It just goes out. we missed. Abort mission. But I brought what fossilized in the shark teeth. Most of those are from Alabama, except the spine.
Yeah.
And I have shark teeth from around the world.
Nice. Awesome, dude. And that is Pseudocorax subserratus.
Heterocerratus. It's okay though. Don't fret. Yeah, that's the shark that we named. And oh my god, that's the shark that we named in November.
Yep, that is a new species of Pseudocorax right there. That is awesome. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Well, I'm Bruce Wellahan, Alabama Archaeological Society. This is a display we have here in Jackson, Mississippi, so looking forward to a good day.
Heck yeah, it looks like you got a good display here. Point out some of the better finds, in your opinion.
Well, one fun thing is these are seed ferns, and today ferns are propagated by spores, and these produce seeds. This is the pollen organ for the seed ferns, and then that go ahead and produce a seed. It's a Trigona carpus. That's the seed with the outer skin, kind of think of like an onion skin.
Yeah.
You see the actual seed in the middle. This is it's kind of the ancient version of a horsetail rush.
Yes.
Yep, like you see, it's called Calamites, and then this is the foliage that will be on the very tips of the growth. Mm-hmm. Then the giant lycopods, today lycopods maybe get 6-12 inches tall. It's about, back then they get 100 foot tall or more. And this would be like the root, and then you get to what a trunk section might look like, a larger bark section. And you get more towards the tip of the plant. You can see this is where the branch bifurcates. It always branches in two. And here's another example where it branches in two. A little better idea of the very tip foliage there. A single leaf, that's what a single leaf would, it's not a very big one. Mm-hmm. There's the leaf attachment, which was attached on the bark. And each one of these little triangles is a leaf scar.
Yes.
So that would have been leaves attached to all those. And When you get to the very tip of the plant, you can see just a little bit of the foliage yet, but these are the cones that were developed at the very tip of the plant.
Yep, those are the cones called Lepidostropus. Those are really cool.
And then different trackways from the Union Chapel mine we've got. It's kind of hard to see the trackway there. It's a Diploc-nides, kind of like a millipede walking along.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, it was nice seeing your fossils. It's a very impressive display here.
Check out the Tenosaurus tracks that are behind you in the boxes.
Oh, wow.
Especially here, you can see that you're walking this way, the footprints walking along.
Uh-huh. Those are the individual, you can see the claw drags.
Very, very old reptile.
Yes. That's where the individual claws dragged in the mud. And this is the footprint here, there. You can see it was walking along. That is awesome right there.
That's the weight of the animal. It just pushes into the mud.
Yep.
And makes those tracks.
Awesome, dude. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Looking at the table of the Alabama Paleontological Society here a little bit more, you see all kinds of fossils. Got some more trackways right here. Looks like this one was made by a horseshoe crab. You can see the tracks running along the back there. Just a couple of showcases of some different fossils they found, including the dinosaur egg that was found in, I believe, Harrell Station in central Alabama. One of the only dinosaur eggs ever found east of the Mississippi River. And we've got some big sections of the Archimedes bryozoans right here. And how many freaking crinoid calyxes is that? That is awesome right there. Got some micro teeth here, very tiny shark teeth and ray teeth. Looks like a nautiloid right here as well. Carcophosa. Awesome display right here. And Bruce was just showing me this section of, you said Lepido...
It's a Lepidophlowus, actually.
Lepidophlowus.
And you see the leaf scars like that. And again, it's bifurcating, branching into two. A nice little pith cast.
Yep. You hardly ever find them 3D like this. Usually a lot of the Carboniferous plant fossils in Alabama are flattened and 2D.
Flattened down, so
yep.
That turned out real well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Makes it for a fun day.
Yes, sir. And I'm here looking at the Mississippi Archaeological Association's table. So many arrowheads and native artifacts from Mississippi. I've hunted fossils in Alabama for so many years, and I've yet to find a single arrowhead or artifact, which is kind of crazy, because they're usually in the same areas. You can see here all of the different arrowhead types. Or I say arrowhead loosely, some are spearheads, some just random miscellaneous points, but very cool stuff. A lot of good colors in there as well. So guys, I'm here with George Phillips, and George, tell us a little bit about the event here.
So this is our 23rd, 23 years I've been doing this annual event of the Fossil Roadshow, the original Fossil Roadshow. Insofar as I'm aware, investigating on social media, we started calling ours first, patterned after the Antiques Roadshow. This is in 2002. We've been doing this actually more than 23 years.
Yeah.
This is our annual event to celebrate fossils and to invite people to come out and have things identified that they found out in nature somewhere or in a gift shop. We're not particular. A lot of things are mislabeled in gift shops, and we try to accommodate for that too. Whatever you found, whatever it is, if it's occurring in nature, we're here to identify it. Fossils, artifacts, rocks, minerals. We have lots of experts on hand. And it's also for families, people that want to learn about what's out in nature, what people are finding in the fields and rivers and streams around the state. We've got a lot of out-of-staters here too, folks from Louisiana, Alabama.
Yep.
Alabama's well represented out here today. It's a fantastic show. It is overwhelming to put on because we have a huge public response. It's where the novice and the excelled professional can come out. The seasoned collector the beginning rock hound, whatever you are, there's something here for you at the annual Fossil Roadshow in Jackson, Mississippi. And since it's a roadshow, we take it on the road. We just added a 5th location around the state where we'll be doing an annual Fossil Roadshow. So coming soon to a town near you, but only in Mississippi.
But only Mississippi. Awesome. All right, guys, I am here with Dr. Julie Retrum, and she is a teacher at Ole Miss. She teaches what is it you teach?
I teach physical geology, historical geology, dinosaurs, paleontology, and sedimentology and stratigraphy.
So you said it a lot better than I can. I would have butchered that. Then we've got a nice little display of fossils right here. We got a bunch of assorted fossils. We've got some goblin shark teeth in here and all kinds of petrified wood. Some minerals right here. Nice little Archimedes bryozoan section there. That's a Exogyra?
Yep.
That's a big old boy right there.
This is from the Tuapa.
Tuapa. That's a nice little echinoid right there. Now, I think the first thing that people are going to see when they see your table here, that's a Triceratops skull. That is a cast of only half size. Yeah, the half size Triceratops skull, and this thing is massive already. And right next to it, you can see a nice little Ankylosaurus cast right here. I say nice little. This thing is also like, this thing's huge. Yeah. This is awesome right here. And to think this thing's only half size, these things were like massive, like elephant-sized animals. And a nice little Velociraptor skull right here. Awesome, awesome stuff. Is this a cast?
Yeah.
This is a cast, gotcha. Nice big old Meg cast right there. Awesome stuff. On the back wall here in the museum, and as you can see, they have a very big collection of fossil casts, including this big old boy right here. That is a Dunkleosteus skull. These are very rare. They're from the Devonian. They were a type of placoderm. These big order of armored fishes from the Devonian. Instead of having teeth, they had individual bone sections, I guess we'd call them, on the front of the mouth that would snap shut so fast. Now, some of you may know Dunkleosteus went through a little bit of revision a few years ago. Now, I think, this right here is still showing the large version, but they would have shrunk down a little bit. There was a couple of studies done on fish and extinct fish in general. Estimates of the sizes of Dunkleosteus went down a bit. They would have been more bull shark sized. Still insane animals right there. Moving along, we got more sections of like the Lepidodendron tree here. So what I'm focused on is right here. Now this here is a section of Deinosuchus skull, as you can see right here, giant crocodilian from the Cretaceous. This thing would have ate dinosaurs. But also down here in the cases, plenty of invertebrates, bunch of big oysters, Exogyra, couple of hamulus worm tubes right here, and also some nice little heart urchins right here. We got some nice ammonites right here with original shell material preserved. You see that like iridescent shine to them? That's the original shell. Half section of one here. We got Mr. Krabs right here, man. Nice big old fossil crab. It's like a muffin crab from Tennessee. Nice echinoids as well. And this big old boy right here, big mosasaur skull. As you can see, some very nice teeth on that. And inside, you can actually see the pterygoid teeth, so the teeth they had in the back of the jaw, which would have helped get prey down their gullet. Now, Chase, how much money would you give me if I just downed all of those shark's teeth in one gulp?
I'll drive you to the hospital. Get your
stomach pumped.
Almost forgot to mention the Albertosaurus skull right here. The big tyrannosaur from the late Cretaceous. Lived out in Western North America. Yeah, that is insane right there. Like, even though it wasn't one of the biggest tyrannosaurs, seeing that alive today would automatically be one of the scariest animals you've ever seen. Already bigger than the biggest carnivore of today, the polar bear. Actually crazy. And then moving over to the Eocene epoch right here, this was the time of the whales. So you had plenty of whale relatives evolving during this time period. You had Zygorrhiza right there, and Basilosaurus right there, it looks like. Another Zygorrhiza, I believe, up there. That right there, that's a goal of mine. I want to find a whale tooth. Bucket list find is some sort of ancient whale tooth. Those things are crazy. Here's a little showcase of some of Mississippi's Ice Age megafauna. What I was looking at is these two jaws right here. So on the bottom, that's a regular wolf jaw, and on the top is a section of dire wolf jaw. And just by that tooth in the middle, comparing the sizes, you can see how much bigger dire wolves were. I think there's a graphic right there. You can see how much bigger they were, which is just crazy.
Holy cow.
All right, guys, I am here with Mr. Cam Muskelley. He is a avocational paleontologist and science communicator. If you are within the online paleosphere, there's no way you haven't seen something from Cam. And Cam, if you don't mind, talk us through a little bit of what you got here at your table.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a large variety of things from the state of Georgia. So, as Dylan said, I'm a paleontologist from the state of Georgia. I study Georgia paleontology, and so I have a few items here from the state. And so if we go on this end of the table here, we have fossils from the earliest parts of time. So we have these two fossils are what we call Archaeological right here. This one is actually from Georgia, so these are actually extinct sponges that date back to around 516 million years ago. And then we have here some of their oldest stuff. We've got, the classic trilobites. So we've got here, this is actually a stromatolite that I have found.
Yep.
So all this stuff here from this end of the table is going to be Paleozoic.
Okay.
We've got some trace fossils right here. So these are just animal burrows, animals that were, messing around in the sediment. And then we've got some other things here. We've got these crinoid stems. Dylan knows lots about crinoids.
Oh yeah, we find a whole lot of those in Alabama.
In Archimedes, in fact, this is actually from Alabama.
From Alabama, yep.
Yeah. We've got some nice plant fossils here.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some nice carboniferous plants from the northwest part of the state. And in the southwest part of the state, we've got some really nice fossils. So this is actually a dinosaur foot bone. It's actually a cast, but it's from a dinosaur called Apalachosaurus. It's from the late Cretaceous. Here we have some oysters. We've got oyster shells here. These are oysters. This one is a common one called Exogyra. This one is Pygnodontium mentabilis. And then this one is Flemingtonoystra self-spout ulata. And then here we have, this is a cast of a Deinosuchus tooth. So if you take a look at here, you've got a modern alligator tooth and an extinct Deinosuchus tooth right here. So you can see the size comparison.
A little bit different.
Quite different. And this is what would have, lived around Georgia coast during the Cretaceous. So these things, they were eating dinosaurs.
Yes.
And then we get to some of the earliest fossils here. We've got some of the more later stuff. So these are actually sand dollar fossils. And then over here we've got, this is a tooth from a gomphothere from Florida. And then we've also got some large megatooth sharks. So this is a megalodon tooth from the Savannah area down in South Georgia.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much. This is a very impressive display you got going on here. And loving the... Oh yeah, we also got an actual Deinosuchus tooth right here.
That's right. That's a real Deinosuchus tooth.
I didn't see that at first. That is awesome right there. That's another bucket list find for me as a Dinosaurus.
Mine too. That one was a gift.
Okay, I got you. Cool. Well, thank you so much, man. It has been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. And thus concludes the 2026 Fossil Roadshow in Jackson, Mississippi. I know this is a bit different video than I usually make, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, a huge thank you to George Phillips and his team at the museum to make this event possible every year. Also, a huge thank you to the people who set up tables at the event to show off their amazing fossil finds and their knowledge of prehistoric history. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.
I'll drive you to the hospital.